ooze, and he basically summoned like 27 mana's worth of minions for 5. And then some of that 27 mana had charge, and it was able to kill my minions, and it generated more minions from his deck. Craziness. Craziness! Crazy cat! Wish I could play some Odd Rogue, though. That seems a little bit more fun than Hunter at the moment. I've played a lot of Hunter recently. This might be one of the reasons Ben Brode left Hearthstone. Ben Brode probably left Hearthstone because he already gotten paid, like, well over enough, and he just wants to start his own, like... When you have enough money, it doesn't really matter how much money someone, like, pays you anymore. You kind of just want to do your own thing. You know what I mean? Like, he already has enough connections and money to do whatever he really wants to do. So why would he work at a company that he might have any disagreements with any... why would you even work at a company that you could have disagreements at with anybody if you could literally just work somewhere else? Or you start your own business, which is what he's doing. And I guarantee you he's gonna his company is gonna compete or at least be in the same realm as Hearthstone. But they probably made him sign like some non-disclosure, not non-disclosure, but some like contract, right? That he's technically not allowed to come up with a game similar to, like, he's not allowed to like develop and or play and or release a card game in like an X amount of time after quitting Blizzard. You think Ben Brode, he was the lead designer of the game. He was the lead game designer for the largest online card game currently available for the past 4.5 years. Yes, the guy made fucking bank. To put it lightly, the guy made fucking bank. I want to say at least $150,000, $200,000 a year, at least. If Blizzard doesn't pay their lead designers that money, Blizzard's a piece of shit. Like, if the highest ranking person on the biggest fucking card game available today online doesn't make more than $200,000, there's something wrong with the industry. 100%y, not even mad about any missing spaghetti. I wanted to say over 500K, but that seems like, I don't know. He did wear fucking blank, or what are they called? Flannels all the time. $200K isn't that much in today's world. I don't know who skewed your sense of money, Pap, but 200K is a lot of fucking money. If people live off 40K and it's all right, you make 4 times that amount. You actually make a little bit more than 4 times that amount. Yeah, you're not a huge player, but you still make a lot of money. I mean, there's like different ranks, dude. There's like 100K and below, 100K to a million to like 5, a million to like 5 or 10, 10 to 100, 100 to like a billion, right? And then a billion plus. So yeah, there's like different, if you're just gonna compare it to whatever the next ranking up is, yeah, it's an insignificant amount of money. But if you compare it to like the general population, 95% of people don't make above $100,000. So you're in the top 5% automatically of people who make over 100K. and 200k you're in like the 2.5%, maybe even less, maybe in the 1.5% at 200k. Like if you're like, sure, you can pick out like, you know, you can nitpick out of the 1%ers or 1.5%ers that your 200k doesn't matter, but in society as a whole, you're still in the top 5% at least.
The light protects me.
Always Dire Mole first, never Firefly, unless Firefly is your only card. It's the same exact minion, more health.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so they're in the top 5%. I probably should have bumped. Nah, it's the right bump. Like, what do I have to type in to find, like, income percents
Out of my jungle.
in world? What constitutes as 1%? You'd have to make 450k for the top 1%. So I was saying 200k was top 5. Seems like it would be pretty reasonable. What percent are you? Yeah, 200k.
I wonder.
1.5%. No, about 3%. Yeah, that was right.
To my side, I move quickly. Well played.
There ain't a million people out of 8 billion. Have you ever taken like not to be that guy, Pat, but have you ever taken statistics
Reporting for
or
duty.
quantitative business tools? When you pull sample sizes, it's depending on the sample size of being a percentage of like the whole. That's pretty good. Not to be that guy, but pretty good, dude. That sample size is plenty. But granted, yeah, I guess there's still information that's missing. You'd want to know like the analysis of it, like what is, you know, what's R squared, what's the adjusted. Oh my god, this guy runs Ghostly Charger. That's so sick. There's still a lot of questions to be answered, but overall, that's pretty. 300 million people. That you don't need half the society to fill like out the rest. You literally can take 5 to 10%, maybe, if not, probably even less, to get a decent R squared.
Reporting for duty.
Because even if you explain 75% difficulties. What did I? 4% would be an accurate sampling. I think it could be, yeah. I think 4% is more than enough to give you a good representation. I mean, if you've taken regression and or quantitative business tools and or statistics, you should know that. You should know you don't need
The light dims.
like T values, P values, you know.
Reporting for duty.
You know this stuff. Like, granted, there's always gonna be a margin of error, always the critical value of, you know, your 95%, 99, 68%, but oh man. Why are you putting me in between a rock and a hard place right now? Oh, I thought you said you have. I'm sorry. Okay. I thought you said you have.
Reporting for duty.
Level up. Feels bad. It may not make sense, and I understand that. Like, honestly, I can understand why it wouldn't, like, make sense. But there's a reason that that's posted at that percentage, that particular percent. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't post that particular stuff if it was completely irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't bother to post stuff like that if it wasn't. Like, why would they want to skew that information? What would it, like, why would someone want to tamper with that particular information? And that's not the only place that I've seen those particular numbers, you know what I mean? Like, I literally mentioned those numbers before I even looked, and I just pulled up the first one, and it basically agreed with what I was saying. Granted, a percentage or two difference, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be exactly right, but it was in the ballpark of what I would say.
Well played.
It was 2, 4, 4. I'm gonna save the kill command for next turn for lethal.
The light dims, but we find the light protects
Yo, see you later, Danny boy. Divine Favor, draw 0 cards. Feels good, man.
Reporting for duty.
What the incarnation? Infury? I can go hit.
The victory is yours.
I was about to say, because I can hit. 4 or 10 here, 4 there, 5 here, that's 19, and then 21 with hero power. That should have been lethal. Yo, yeet! Yeah, I think that's why I took US, because Ben is in the US. If we start taking other countries, then it's like, what is their dollar value worth? So then you gotta take in conversion rates. And then, like, whose currency do you pick? Is like, you pick the euro, do you pick the, you know, dollar, do you pick the, you know, Canadian dollar? Like, what do you pick is the fucking thing, and depending on what you pick is gonna change the fucking sample. So I think just sticking with the US, because that's what we based our $200,000 of being a lot of money off of. I think like 99% of America can agree that $200,000 is a good amount of money. If I said, hey, do you want a job that pays $200,000? Most people would say, yeah, I like that job. I don't think there'd be a lot of people that go like, no, I don't think that's enough money. Some would, but you know, we're talking most people. You know what I mean, Jellybean? What up, Solus? Like, sure, if you're someone who makes up above $200,000, you obviously don't want to get paid less than $200,000. I'm assuming this is Wandering Monster. That actually makes me want to go bow first, then hit it. Freezing Trap?
Job's done.
Hearthstone's doing well. Meta's pretty diverse for the most part. I have to agree with that, but I'll let you be right, because right now it's a matter of me not being perfectly English speaking and having to type all I want to say. It's all good, man. You don't have to be right or wrong. Dude, you can agree to disagree. I'm not trying to prove that I'm right. I'm just trying to make sure you understand where I'm coming from, and you're trying to, you know, have me understand where you're coming from.
I hunt alone.
We're both just trying to get our points across. Did somebody say a 3-mana 1/3 poggers? I actually thinks I'm going to attack him. I'll sit here and do nothing all game. I'll sit here and do nothing all game. I'm already ahead in health, so I can just hero power. He has to be the one to attack. And I don't want to give him weapon durability, so he has to attack first. If not, I'm just going to keep making my board size bigger and hero powering every turn. The next turn we can go Razor Maul, hero power. And the reason I wanted to play weapon there is because you'll probably realize this, and he'll probably try to attack into my minion. Oh my goodness. Alright, I did not see that coming. Should be okay, though. What up, Dem? That's all good, Pap. I definitely don't want. Oh my goodness gracious! This man runs fucking flare. G fucking G.
Well fought. I can see.
I just got fucking. Not only that, he